Hello everyone, my name is Jennifer and welcome to Best Kept Plans. Today's video is going to be a cash envelope stuffing for the paycheck that I received on June 5th, 2025 using the Budget by Paycheck workbook from the Budget Mom. If you're interested in seeing that, please stick around. Here we are zoomed on into my cash envelope breakdown. Because we're so zoomed in, you really can't see the hundreds up top and the fives and singles that I have down below, but I do have all of my cash laid out here. I am going to be starting with chatting about my emergency fund. I have an emergency fund. It is a separate checking account that I have at my credit union. But at the end of every pay period, if I have any unused cash in my variable expense cash envelopes, I take that cash and I put it into this emergency fund envelope. Once this gets to $1,000, I deposit this into my emergency fund checking account, print out a new envelope, and start over again. I really did very minimal cash spending in my last pay period, so I was able to put $165 into this envelope, which means we should have $697 in here, which we're going to count right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 697. Next, we're going to be stuffing my variable expense cash envelopes. These envelopes are ones that I started using at the end of last pay period and am planning on using through the month of June. I think they'll last me through the month of June. We're going to be starting out with my eating out envelope, getting $75 in a 50, a 20, and a 5. 50, 70, 75. Next, we have gas getting 75 in the same denominations, a 50, a 20, and my last $5 bill here, 50, 70, 75. Lastly, we have miscellaneous getting 150 in two $50 bills, two $20 bills, and a $10 bill, 50, 100, 120, 140, 150. Now that we're done stuffing my variable expense cash envelope, we're moving on to my sinking funds, and I'm very excited that the only 2025 sinking fund we have left is car insurance and taxes. It's getting $22 in a $20 bill and my only two singles. With this deposit, it's going to be at its goal of $3,460. And I can't remember if some of this is in my sinking fund checking account. I think 2,000 of it might be, so I'm expecting us to have 1,460 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 1,400, 1,420, 40, 50, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 1,460. Next, we have the start of my rolling sinking funds. Giving is getting $50 in a single $50 bill, which is my last $50 bill. We can now see all of my bills here on the side. With this deposit, it's going to be at a total of $445. 1, 2, 3, 4, 20, 40, 445. Next, we have households getting $20 in a single $20 bill. I'm building this envelope right now because I did a lot of spending out of it in March. No, that's a lie, in April. So with this deposit, we should be at $100, 50, 70, 90, 100. Next, we have home maintenance getting $100 in a single $100 bill. And with this deposit, we're gonna have $4,700 in this envelope, but I believe 4,000 of it is in my sinking fund checking account. So I think there's only 700 that we're going to be counting right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 700. Next, we have baby getting $30 in a 20 and a 10. And with this deposit, we're going to have 1,410. but I believe the $1,000 is in my sinking fund checking account, so we should have 410 in this envelope. 1, 2, 3, 350, 370, 390, 400, 410. Next, we have travel. That's getting a chunk. It's getting $900, which should be all of the hundreds that I have left here. They're very, very sticky, so I am going to count them out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. With this deposit, we should have $42.50 in this envelope. A bunch of this is in my sinking fund checking account. I think we're going to have $12.50 in here now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1,000, 11, 12, $12.50. Lastly, we have personal getting $30 in a 20 and a 10, which is the cash we have left. It's going to have $665 in this envelope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 550, 570, 590, 610, 630, 640, 650, 655. Now that we're done stuffing envelopes, I am going to zoom on out a little bit. We are going to look at my 2025 challenge. This is a challenge that I created for 2025. This tracker, as well as my 2025 challenge envelope, are both available in my Etsy shop, which is always listed down below. This challenge has you saving somewhere between $40 and $35 every single week. That way, at the end of the year, you will have saved $2,025 for the year 2025. We are going to be taking the cash for this challenge out of my miscellaneous cash envelope, and we're taking out $80. 50, 60, 70, 80. The other 70 is going to go back into my miscellaneous envelope for me to use throughout the next 2 weeks. And with this $80 here, we should have a total of $940 in this envelope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 850, 870, 890, 910, 920, 930, 935, 940. Now I'm going to check off the 2 weeks on here that we just saved for. I always do 2 weeks at a time because I get paid bi-weekly, and I like to pull the cash immediately after getting paid so that I don't hit week 2 in my pay period and not have enough money to contribute. The last thing that we need to do is pull the $5 bills I have in my gas envelope and in my eating out envelope to contribute to my $5 challenge. Now, I have not closed out my budget for May yet. I did close out my April budget like right at the beginning of May. I never did a monthly budget recap. I'm going to combine April and May. I just need to close out May first. Hopefully I'll do that this weekend. I'm actually filming this video on Saturday the 7th. So we have fives in here for months. Like, this is months and months worth of fives. And with that, we are done with this cash envelope stuffing. I know I didn't talk about my trackers. That's because I forgot to bring my markers over here. So I don't have anything to actually fill them out with, but I did put $1,000 towards my house savings with this pay period. And I did actually do a little bit of spending on a credit card that I needed to pay. So I don't know that I'm doing any extra towards my student loan with this pay period, but I'm going to take a look at everything because I did work a little bit of OT, so we'll see what happens. If you have any questions about the way that I budget, how I use the Budget by Paycheck workbook from the Budget Mom, the supplies that I use, please do not hesitate to put a comment down below. And as always, everyone, please be safe. Bye-bye.